CBS News Miami.
Off the top at 4, we are tracking Erin. Erin is now the season's first hurricane. It is expected to strengthen in the coming days. Good afternoon and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman along with next weather meteorologist Shane Hinton. The good news, Florida's going to dodge this one.
That's right. We're not looking at any direct impacts to the U.S. right now, but I do want to give everyone the latest on Erin because as you mentioned, Naja, it is our first hurricane in the Atlantic of the season. Currently a Category 1 as of the 2 o'clock update from the National Hurricane Center. We'll get another one at 5 o'clock along with an updated forecast cone. It is going to be staying just north of the Leeward Islands based off the most recent forecast, but we do have some tropical storm watches for the northern Leeward Islands, or portions of it anyway. Let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast cone together. It's expected to become a Category 2 now on Saturday, and then as we make our way into the end of the weekend, Category 3, which would make it our first major hurricane of the season. But notice that intensification is expected even further. Now a strong Category 4 by the beginning of next week and maintaining that on Tuesday as it then makes its northerly turn, possibly staying just west of Bermuda. Now there's a lot of uncertainty in regard to exactly where the center of Erin will go, but right now no direct impacts expected in South Florida or the east coast of the United States, aside from possibly seeing some rougher marine conditions or some increased rip current risk. Let's take things back here to South Florida. I want to give you a look at what we are tracking across the area right now. It was a toasty end to the work week. Current feels like temperatures in the upper 90s to lower triple digits. 104 is what it feels like in Pembroke Pines, 99 in Fort Lauderdale, 103 in Pompano Beach, and 102 in Miami, even steamier in Key West at 104. Now, if you're looking for some rain to help relieve us from the heat this evening, no, but at least that means you're going to have a dry night out on the town for any dining plans, or maybe we're just staying out late. Look at this. On the thermometer, we'll be in the 80s, but it's still going to feel like it's in the 90s. So please make sure you are hydrating. Even if you're at that happy hour, make sure we are getting that water. Let's go ahead and take a look at the radar across South Florida over the past several hours. It's been a quiet day, as expected. We only had a 10% chance for some showers and storms that were favoring the East Coast in the morning, and then a little bit further to the southwest for the afternoon. So I'm not really concerned for that as we head into your Friday evening and more importantly into your weekend. Now, the weekend rain chances are trending higher than today. In fact, about a 30% chance for showers and storms on both Saturday and Sunday. Highs still making it to around 92 degrees, and that means our feels like temperatures will still be in the triple digits. But not everyone is expected to see rain. Let's talk about who will see it. No concerns overnight tonight, but then early tomorrow morning around 9 o'clock, we start to see some showers and storms move in with a weak tropical wave that's going to be pushing through. Like I said, hit or miss. 30% chance for showers along the immediate east coast for the morning into the midday hours. Then it pushes inland for the afternoon, and it quiets down for Saturday night. As we make our way into Sunday, we're going to copy, paste, and repeat that. East coast showers and possibly down in the Keys for the morning, and then storms developing over the Everglades with a sea breeze for the back half of the day. Tomorrow, still going to feel like it's in the triple digits, but staying below that heat advisory criteria. 7-day forecast shows a lot of the same, right? Highs around 92 or 93 degrees, pretty toasty as we kick off the beginning of the upcoming work week. And that's where we'll see those rain chances trend slightly higher with about a 30 to 40% chance for showers and storms each day. Now, as I mentioned, we are going to continue to stay on top of all the updates with the tropics, and we will have the latest advisory coming up on CBS News Miami at 5.
Shane, thank you. We are in hurricane season, and the Next Weather team is making sure that you are prepared. Scan the QR code and find all the tools you need to help you get ready. You can also find our 1-hour special. It is important information for you and your family this hurricane season. Just go to cbsmiami.com. Now to breaking news. President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin have arrived in Anchorage, Alaska. They are meeting for a summit on the Russia-Ukraine war. The two exited their respective jets nearly at the same time less than an hour ago. Red carpets were rolled out for both world leaders. They greeted each other on the tarmac with an extended handshake and left together for what is expected to be hours of talks. This summit is the first time the two leaders have met face-to-face since 2019. President Trump calls it a starting point for ending the war in Ukraine. The two leaders are also expected to discuss possible economic opportunities during their sit-down, but President Trump said the U.S. will not do business with Russia until the war is settled. Look for much more ahead on CBS News Miami beginning at 5. To more breaking news now. Rapper Sean Kingston was sentenced about an hour ago to 42 months in prison. It's for his conviction in a $1 million fraud scheme. Our cameras caught him arriving at Miami federal court for the sentencing. Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, were each convicted by a federal jury of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 4 counts of wire fraud. Turner was sentenced last month to 5 years in prison. Kingston and his mother were arrested in May of 2024. It's after a SWAT team raided his rented mansion in Fort Lauderdale. Kingston and his mother are also facing separate state charges. The last of the 7 Florida Department of Corrections officers accused of beating a handcuffed inmate has bonded out of jail. Our cameras were rolling as he left the Turner Guilford Night Center. According to the arrest reports, the incident happened back in April at the Dade Correctional Institution in Florida City. It said DeAndre Hill and Jordi Calero took inmate Christopher Castro to an area with no surveillance cameras. It was to talk about Castro allegedly threatening a corrections officer with a knife. The report says Castro was then kicked and punched several times in the face, head, and back while in handcuffs. Now, caught on camera, 2 people firing more than a dozen rounds at a home in Pompano Beach. Take a listen. The Broward Sheriff's Office says it happened overnight Wednesday. This is near the 1300 block of Northwest 27th Avenue. Surveillance video shows a light-colored vehicle speeding off seconds after the shots were fired. Fortunately, no one was hit. If you have any information, contact BSO. New details on a stabbing investigation in Fort Lauderdale. It happened overnight. Police tell us a man and a woman were stabbed. CBS News Miami's Maribel Rodriguez has learned that someone has been detained.
We're here on the 1400 block of Southwest 32nd Court in Fort Lauderdale. Police are still investigating exactly what happened, and they do tell us one person is in custody. We do want to show you video of the scene. You can see several police officers out here. According to police, a man called for help at around 2 o'clock this morning, asking a neighbor for help after he was stabbed. When they arrived, they also found a woman injured. She was transported with life-threatening injuries. Police tell us a suspect was found inside of the house and taken into custody. They also tell us it does appear the suspect knows the victims, and it appears to be domestic. We spoke with a neighbor who woke up soon after and described what she saw.
2 a.m. when we saw a lot of police cars over here. It was all the block was full of police cars, and they were taking one of the residents of the house next to mine. They arrested him, and he looked a little, I don't know, like a messy with his hair, and his, I don't know, his face was all messed. He looked like a little, like concerned, like disturbed.
So again, the case is still under investigation here on the 1400 block of Southwest 32nd Court. Police tell us the man's injuries are unknown at this time. We're still trying to figure out exactly the relationship between the suspect and the victims. The case is still under investigation. In Fort Lauderdale, Maribel Rodriguez, CBS News, Miami.
The Oklahoma pediatrician accused of killing her daughter during a visit to South Florida had the charge against her upgraded. She now faces a second-degree murder charge. That's up from manslaughter. Prosecutors say Neha Gupta claimed her 4-year-old daughter drowned while they were staying in a short-term rental home in Al Portal back in June. Arrest documents say there was no indication the girl drowned. The evidence suggested that she was smothered to death and placed in the pool. Gupta's next hearing is set for next Tuesday. When we come back, it was scheduled to close this fall, but the maternity ward at Jackson South Medical Center closed today. Find out why next. Marlins baseball is back right on CW Miami 33 tonight. The Marlins take on the Boston Red Sox. First pitch is set for 7:10. And you can watch the Dolphins and Lions preseason on CBS Miami at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Our coverage begins at noon with Dolphins Weekly Live, followed by the Dolphins pregame show. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. The maternity ward at Jackson South Medical Center is closing. We previously reported they would be closing in the fall. Jackson South officials announced the new date in an email. They added, quote, "We have experienced ongoing staffing challenges, including frequent call-outs and nurses transferring to other positions, which have made it increasingly difficult to maintain safe staffing levels. In addition, all patients who were scheduled to deliver at the hospital have done so, and elective procedures have stopped." Look for more on this story beginning on CBS News Miami at 5. Okay, so it is finally Friday, our favorite day of the week. Here's CBS News Miami's Lisa Petrillo with something to whet your appetite for tonight's Taste of the Town.
Well, we're here at a very special place, Juan's here in Fort Lauderdale. We are here with Alex and Christina, the original owner. Let's talk about history. When did you start?
Right. Well, I started 30 years ago, but in this location 20 years. But my family's been here since 1966. My grandfather had his first restaurant on 1st Avenue and 8th Street, downtown Miami.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And now Alex has taken over, and it's no longer Christine Juan's, which it used to be.
It's not
It's
one.
just back to Juan's, our family's name.
So let's talk about concept and what it's all about.
It's all about family. It's all about, your neighborhood Chinese restaurant and good quality food. So.
And for prices and great prices and community, right?
Yes.
You see these people here, they're loyal fans.
Yes, and we still have customers that come here for 40 years that know me since I've been a kid, and they still come here.
All right, well, we're not going to tell them anymore because you got to experience the food, the vibe, and everything coming up at CBS Miami tonight at 5:30. I'm Lisa Petrillo. It's Taste of the Town. We'll see you then, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
You'll have plenty of money to enjoy a good meal out if you get lucky this weekend and win the Powerball jackpot. Tomorrow's grand prize is now a whopping $565 million. If you win, you can choose installments spread over 30 years, or you can take home a one-time lump sum of $258.8 million. Best of luck to you. Well, that does it for your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great day.